Charlie Kirk thought that he was a time traveler. He told me he was a time traveler, and instead they decided that they could send him to this X-Men school. That's the best way I can describe it. A lot of weird things used to happen to Charlie. He would go on runs. I think I told you guys this after sundown, and when he was running, street lights would go out. It was like he was in a burst of energy, like he was a lightning bolt or something.
All right, so I need your help because I'm pretty dumb, you know. Is she trying to tell us that Charlie Kirk was a time traveler? Because if so, the slop thickens. The slop thickens. Dude, there's the freaking Fed narrative slop. There's now the Candace narrative slop. And us schmucks in the middle, all we want is honesty. That's all we want. An ounce of honesty, genuine kindness. I'm not even asking for complete transparency. I'm not. But it feels like nowadays, whenever I walk outside, I'm getting freaking bombarded by slop. Slop's being forced on I'm having a threesome with slop on the daily. It's insane. We are in the slop era. What is going on? I don't know who to believe. At one point after Charlie Kirk's death, Candace seemed genuine. You know, that was the loss of her dear friend. But like now this woman's gone like, I don't know what? A time traveler went to X-Men school. On top of that, this talking about freaking now her dreams, her beekeeper cult, the freaking maroon shirts at Fort Rui Hachimura, whatever the fuck. What the fuck's going on, dude?
Operation LOL, Candace has dreams. Why did she talk about her dreams? How dare she discuss her dreams? Only weird people have dreams and then tell others about them. Ugh. Dreams are ridiculous. They shouldn't be listened to. So the question becomes, who exactly is making these terrible PR decisions? Like who thinks, yeah, what we need to do today is we have to attack the dream. Just go at it and do not let up on the dream. I think I know the answer. I think it's someone who feels personally victimized by the dream. Show of hands, who feels personally victimized by Candace Owens' dreams? And to be honest, it's sort of hilarious that I didn't put two and two together. I was having incredibly vivid dreams. I began dreaming like I hadn't dreamed since I was a child because it was every night. It stressed me out. I expressed that to my husband through many tears. He told me that I should consult a priest, which I did. And we spoke about souls in purgatory. Anyway, today I feel that it is time to tell you the entirety of the repeat dream that I was having in those early weeks. Charlie said to me, I don't have much time. He followed that up explaining to me that I needed to see what happened on his left. And he told me explicitly, they betrayed me, multiple people. And I said, I know, but who? It wasn't until the third week after his death that finally one face came through in this dream. It came through as clear as day from around the corner of the restaurant. And it was Andrew Colvetts.
So basically, Candace had a dream slop. That's pretty much it. We went from had a dream speech to had a dream slop. Like that's how far we're falling as a society. This woman is having dreams and is now threatening people with her dreams. She even sent Andrew a text saying, hey, I had a fucking dream about you. And it was like, who does she think she is? Dream Night? Was Charlie Kirk Flash? Since she's met Erica Kirk in that 4-hour meeting behind closed doors, literally comes out the next day on her generational run that she's been, having 1 million plus viewers or 1 million plus views per episode or per stream. And she just a complete and utter episode of nothing about her meeting with Erica Kirk. As a matter of fact, her own fans turned on her. I'm gonna show y'all comments. And now she's just like, I feel like ever since then, she's just continuing going down the drain. And like I said earlier, in my opinion, like when Charlie Kirk's tragic event happened, she was one of the few who actually came out, from what I saw, genuinely devastated about his passing. And it attracted a lot of people. She was the only one investigating because Lord knows freaking Cash Patel's not going to do shit with this. A lot of people bought in because we were all like freaking moths looking at a light of honesty. And we're just like, oh, perhaps this woman right here, and then since then has just been going just complete sideways. I don't know. This video is about Candace Owens. We're in a slop era. Just remember that. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I truly appreciate it.
Text him and tell him what I saw. And this is the text, just sharing with you so you guys know if this all really happened. I said I rarely have vivid dreams, but I had one clear as day this weekend. Charlie came to me and he sat down and he told me that he did not have much time, that I needed to know that he was in fact betrayed and that they are hiding what happened to my left. I believe his soul is in purgatory, and I believe that you know much more than you've said publicly or privately. And Andrew Colvett never answered. It's the last time Andrew Colvett and I spoke.
Why would Andrew respond, though? Like, that's one thing. Why would Andrew respond? Why can't we just use factual evidence anymore? Why is factual evidence a scarcity nowadays? The government right now is redacting honesty from our lives. That's what's happening. Let's just be honest. You know, they're trying to divide us apart. And it's just like, who do we turn to? And like, even her own fans are saying they have supernatural abilities.
Lights break above my head when I flipped a switch, cabinets slam when I get mad enough, and I can, I don't know, I guess connect with what I can only describe as stars that respond to my request. So many comments of people reflecting this, that they, yes, when I run, I was in the GATE program, lights go out. I told you that was something that Charlie said. We're going to talk about this stuff. We're going to talk about the GATE program. We're going to talk about telepathy. We're going to talk about kids running with street lights that are going off. And yeah, it's opening up a lot. And I think that it has the government quite nervous.
Yeah, I guess like the government is worried about X-Men ability being up on the rise here in the States. I don't know. That's what the thing, like with Candace Owens, it has me thinking, and this is my opinion, but how she's gone completely sideways as of late. Could this be like a deflection from what else is going on in this world? Could this be a deflection from these tech oligarchs taking over everything? Could this be a deflection of impending doom? Which is very scary to think about. Did she get paid off? Odds are she probably got paid off. You know, it just like, even for a buffoon like me, you know, who loves conspiracies, I can't keep up. I was just like, oh, wait. Time traveler, X-Men school. If there is an X-Men school, where the fuck do I sign up, dude? My life is boring. I'd rather have superpowers than freaking record videos about Candace Owens on a freaking Saturday night.
This Project Looking Glass in the CIA, I wonder what they saw. Looking into the future, stealing not Egyptian but Sumerian technology, which is what they did. These are culture vultures. They're thieves. They're glorified thieves is what these people are. And they've always been this since the beginning of history. And they stole some Sumerian technology that allowed them to predict outcomes. And that technology stopped working in 2012. We're going to get into that tomorrow. I find it to be fascinating. I wonder if they saw Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, it just keeps getting weirder. Sumerian technology, predicting the future, time traveler, X-Men. Go back to X-Men, dude. Not even bringing back the Avengers. No, X-Men. X-Men's actually pretty dope. X-Men was the shit. Wolverine, shout out to Wolvie.
Kirk thought that he was a time traveler. He told me he was a time traveler repeatedly. I showed you guys that text message exchange. I said to him in response that I didn't feel the same way and that I thought I was from another planet, that I was an alien my entire life. Just do not get it here. This planet is ghetto. That's how I feel. I don't understand it. The rules don't make sense. I think that's also why I like cats so much. I feel that they can relate to that. They think humanity is ghetto. They don't want to be around us. They don't like us. They know it's ghetto. It is ghetto here, right?
The planet is ghetto. I think that's a new phrase that she's probably trying to, coin. She coined fake and gay. She's making money off of that. Planet's ghetto. Not that bad, actually. Not that bad. With her, this is a woman who goes down a rabbit hole and never crawls out. This woman was literally on a 2-month penile spree about Brigitte Macron. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna, at the beginning, I was just like, oh shit, there's actually legit evidence that the probably, But then after the first 3 days, I was just like, all right, enough about this woman's penis. I don't care anymore. What's next? What's the next slop? Give me the next slop. Give it to me. You know what I mean? Who gives a fuck? Who cares? I truly do not care if she has a peen. I don't care. Is her having a penis going to lower the freaking grocery prices? This is the same person who married a dude 18 days after initially meeting him. And then, she justified it with a dream. She justified it with a dream. I mean, I believe in love at first sight. I do. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I mean? I had a dream about that. So,
A lot of weird things used to happen to Charlie. He would go on runs. I think I told you guys this after sundown. And when he was running, street lights would go out. Like it was like he was in a burst of energy, like he was a lightning bolt or something. So there are, just in general, all of these inexplicable experiences that we have in life. And they try to make it weird for us to discuss them. Deja vu is probably chief among them. We all have experienced deja vu. We are certain something happened, that we already did that. Well, guess what? There's no official expert explanation for that. Sleep paralysis, for those of us who suffer that, I had some terrifying experiences before I knew what it was. They don't really give us a full explanation for that. Similar, also, another example of things that are inexplicable and maybe somehow related to deja vu. The story of how I met my husband. I've told it many times, how I got engaged 18 days later. No one believes me. They don't want to accept it. But I already knew George. That's how I describe it. I saw his face. I know that doesn't make sense, but it happened that way. I looked at my husband's face and I already knew him. It was like a sigh of relief.
Yeah, she's going to continue down this rabbit hole. I don't see her stopping about talking about Charlie Kirk's unfortunate death. I'm actually at the point where I'm just like, I'm actually curious as to how far she's going to go.
Swore it off about a week and a half ago because, I mean, I got a lot of serious stuff to cover and research. And I'm spending hours a day researching her lies and feeling crazy while I'm doing it. Like getting mad and depressed for the first time ever. And like starting to really hate her face and like, oh God, how did I notice how evil she is? And just, she looks like a demon, like a big gremlin. Nietzsche said, don't look at the abyss too long, you turn into the abyss, or don't fight monsters too long, you turn into them. I'm swearing her off because it's like watching a satanic soap opera. And so after today, you notice last few weeks I barely mentioned her. I'm done.
And to see that this is pissing off Alex Jones, the OG king of the slop, Well, Alex Jones back in the day, he was actually entertaining / informative back in 2001. He was actually pretty dope. I'm not going to lie to you, dude. He was pretty dope. Nowadays, obviously he's a complete grifter, but see, I want to believe Candace, but everything that she accused everybody around the world about profiting over Charlie's death, it looks like it's done a complete 180 because now she definitely fits within that realm. But, that could be me. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I truly appreciate it. I'm going to go outside and have another threesome with Slop. I think they're waiting for me, so I got to go. Peace, y'all.